Even from his time leading Electric Light Orchestra, it's clear that Jeff Lynne was a pop music prodigy, effortlessly crafting songs with irresistible hooks, sweeping choruses, and impeccable production. His talents extended far beyond ELO, with his outside projects proving just as inventive. It's no wonder he is widely regarded as one of the most naturally gifted songwriters of his generation. This immense musical ability is part of what led him to join forces with some of the greatest songwriters in the world in the 1980s to form the Traveling Wilburys. Alongside legends like George Harrison, Bob Dylan, Roy Orbison, and Tom Petty, Lynne helped create 2 albums of vibrant and inspired rock music. At no point did it seem like anyone in the group was creatively spent. On the contrary, Lynne's songwriting and musicianship were still in full force, even after his prolific output in the previous decade. Beyond the Wilburys, Lynne shared a particularly close relationship with George Harrison. The two held deep admiration for each other's work and frequently collaborated, guesting on each other's albums over the years. Lynne seemed to share a kind of artistic bond with Harrison that he hadn't experienced with any of the other Beatles. Perhaps this was due to Harrison's solitary songwriting habits and more limited spotlight compared to John Lennon and Paul McCartney. This deep connection continued well after the Wilburys had disbanded. Years after the Beatles broke up in 1970, the surviving members revisited a pair of John Lennon demos from the late 1970s, unfinished sketches recorded only a few years before his death. Recognizing the strong foundations in both Real Love and Free as a Bird, they decided it would be a fitting tribute to complete and release the tracks in his honor. In 1995, Lynne was brought in to help develop these demos into full songs. His contributions included guitar work and backing vocals, making him a vital part of the Beatles' first new recordings in 25 years. While the band had previously invited other acclaimed musicians, such as Eric Clapton and Billy Preston, to collaborate in the studio, Lynne's involvement felt particularly appropriate, as his melodic instincts and studio sensibilities aligned naturally with the Beatles' sound. Shortly after the songs were released, Lynne spoke with the Beatle fan fanzine about the experience. He explained that George Harrison had reached out to him about taking part in finishing the songs, and Lynne expressed how deeply honored he felt to be involved in such a meaningful project. Reflecting on the recording sessions, Lynne noted that Free as a Bird came together fairly quickly and generated a lot of excitement among the group. In contrast, he described Real Love as a simpler composition, though he believed it turned out very well. He didn't rank one above the other, but acknowledged that Free as a Bird carried more emotional depth, while both songs had their own unique strengths.